rather be on that wave, trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could go on.
We just reached a big milestone for the podcast.
What milestone, Orion?
10 episodes! Let's go!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's what, like 10 hours?
Basically,
Wow.
10 hours of looking at this good boy.
No, 10 hours of listening to amazing talks.
Talks. Yes. Yappers.
Yappers.
We can officially be branded as the Yappers.
Honestly, that is a fitting name for us.
Right?
Yeah.
We just talk. And we don't get tired of it, eh?
No, we don't. Actually, we just keep talking. And the thing is, even when we're not recording, all we're doing is talking, you and I.
Yeah, facts. It just flows, you know?
Yeah.
We were born for this. But speaking of, 10th episode, it's something special. Let's take it back. Working with the number 10, right?
Okay.
Do you know what else was special with the number 10 in it?
What else was special with number 10?
Let me take you back to 2010.
2010? There's a lot of
2010.
things that happened in 2010.
2010, the most iconic World Cup known to mankind.
Very true.
The FIFA World Cup.
Very true.
2010.
FIFA 2010 World Cup.
Do you remember all of the good times?
Dude, actually, I remember the Vuvuzelas so vividly.
Oh my
And
days.
I don't know, after 2010, for some reason, those Vuvuzelas just disappeared out of existence.
That's true.
I think people were raising too much havoc with them, and I think they had to get burned.
Yeah. How old were we? I was 4. We were 4.
We were four.
So imagine a 4-year-old kid with a vuvuzela, right? I don't know how to do it. I'm blowing spit into it.
Oh my
Trying to make sense.
Ryan, oh my goodness.
But I don't know if you know this. Like a survey was held recently, right? About all the World Cups, which one was the best? And the South African 2010 FIFA World Cup was rated the best World Cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can understand that. South Africans are such amazing, fun-loving, fun people.
The reason it got voted as the best is because not only, soccer, right? But you could see everyone the culture within South Africa is something that hasn't been seen before. I think it was the first World Cup to be held in Africa as a whole. But I think many people coming from Europe, Asia, South America, they said the culture, how friendly the people are in South Africa, that's what brought them together, basically, and enjoyed the actual show. Do you remember any of the soccer World Cup?
Honestly, I was so young that I cannot remember.
Yeah.
A lot of my past, it's just a distant memory.
It's a blur.
But the major thing that I remember about the World Cup was honestly the Vuvuzelas.
The main thing that stuck with me was Shakira.
Shakira.
And it's the funny thing is Waka Waka is still played till today.
It's a great song, dude.
It's such a good, nothing has compared to it in terms of World Cup songs.
Very true.
Do you know the dance?
Partially.
Waka Waka. No?
I didn't learn the dance because I was 4.
In pre-primary, right? There was another good song. It was when I get older, I will be stronger.
Yeah.
So we had our South African flags as the pre-primary. Just
actually, we did this a similar thing in my school, but we actually had a play go on, which was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was the play about? Do you remember?
I just remember that there was a play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Typical Indian girl.
And everybody was very rowdy.
Yeah, rowdy. I mean, I'd expect that from a bunch of 4-year-olds, children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no. This wasn't just the 4-year-olds. This was the whole school.
The whole school?
The whole school.
And it went up to matric or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So from babies to all the way to matric. It was crazy.
Must have been a hell out, bro. Must have been. But I mean, if you look at the production of how TV and everything used to be back then compared to now, everything is 4K HD, the evolution of technology has moved forward, with the production of such events. And funny enough, have you seen how AI has made a big move this week?
In what regards?
Prime ministers.
Prime minister.
Ministers.
You're actually. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Enlighten us, because I know we're talking about the same thing.
So what I think you're talking about is the Albanian Prime Minister.
Ding, ding, ding.
AI Prime Minister.
There we go.
I haven't actually seen any of the videos that they've released with like her doing any of her duties.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what like goes on, because AI is technically thinking, or it wants to create the ideal world for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is a good way of it, because this AI has all of the data and can analyze analyze all of this data and say, based on this, and that, it will help create a better world. And a better functioning society.
Now, I get you on that. I mean, I did watch a snippet from the Albanian parliament. So, for you guys that don't know, Albania have introduced a new prime minister, which is basically all AI run. Mm-hmm. It's an AI person. It's not real, right? So, it's this female. Her name starts with a D or something. I can't read it. Hey? Dayela.
Oh, actually, that's such a nice name.
Right? And then she gave a whole speech in parliament, about like her first speech of the steps forward for the economy and like her role in the parliament, basically.
So then tell me, do you remember like what the steps were or anything?
I don't know, but you must imagine like the coding that went behind it, because obviously now this AI Dayela person needs to have their own thought process over certain systems.
Yeah.
They need to be able to comprehend what's going around in the world or in the country and how they can fix it going forward and make better systems.
Yes, and how to fix it efficiently. Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, with the AI, we've honestly stepped into a new era completely, especially with this prime minister, because now I feel like a lot of decisions like how to properly use resources and all of that to its fullest potential is now going to come about, because people are going to start asking those questions.
I think it's a bit scary knowing that now AI has a mind of its own, and we've always gotten into the fact of what happens if we give AI too much power to the point where it can think past the human mind and actually decide, okay, I'm not run by anyone, I run people. Have you ever thought of that?
So yes, I have thought of that, and it's so scary to me, because I feel like there should be systems that are put in place so that type of stuff doesn't happen. I also don't know if like it would be beneficial for AI to have emotions or to not have emotions, because they also don't understand hierarchy, and they will see as humans as lower than them because they are more intellectual.
In saying that though, like, can we say AI doesn't have emotions? Because if you're going to have Dayela speaking in front of a parliament, knowing how to smile, knowing how to laugh, knowing how to speak, with an assertive tone, obviously there has to be some knowledge of what an emotion is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ryan, please
Did I just scare you?
Please do not. Let's not go into this. I am terrified of what will come in the future. Next thing you know, zombies are a thing now, and AI created a zombie virus, and now we're all zombies and they're ruling the world. That's not right. I don't want to think about those things.
Don't make me come up with zombies, because I actually think it's a real thing, eh? I've heard stories about people becoming zombies from insomnia. Cannibalism is still a thing in certain villages.
True.
Right?
True.
People with mental illnesses still go out. Imagine living in a society not only, that's powered by AI, but you're basically living in The Walking Dead.
I couldn't do it. That would not be a world I would want to live on.
Imagine Johnny Cage just there with his flipping baseball bat ready to hit everyone down.
Johnny Cage.
Scary world parallel, should I say.
It is, because I feel like it is inevitable.
Yeah.
At the rate we're going, it is gonna end up happening at some point. Which is it's not a good thing to feel. Because, I would want my children's children to be able to live in a world where they don't have to worry about those type of things. Because I know I'm going to be long gone by then. Hopefully. Because I don't want to, I don't know, what if people start, living past 300, 400? Not for me.
We live for a certain age
Yes.
to experience a certain amount of things, and once I feel like I've achieved what I wanted in life, and it's my time to go, and the Lord decides, I go. I don't think I want immortality is something that I don't agree with.
I've got a really random question for you.
What's up?
Do you think ghosts exist?
Ghosts?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Highway Sheila?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Highway Sheila. I've heard so many stories about Highway Sheila.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't feel it. I don't feel like it's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you a scary story, right? So, in grade 7, we went on a school trip to KZN, right? So, we went to bounce, had a good time, a bunch of 12-year-olds, we were jumping, having fun. Afterwards, we were going on the bus back to where we were staying in a hotel, right? A big bus full of, let's say, 100 plus kids. On the same highway as Highway Sheila, our bus broke down.
Oh,
right?
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
I was telling my friends next to me about the myth of Highway Sheila. Highway Sheila, let me explain it for you guys. It's basically a myth where there was this girl, right? And she was on this highway alone, and apparently she died on that highway. She got knocked by a car, she died, right? And then there was this guy driving home one day, and he saw this girl on the side of the road asking for a lift home. He said, okay, cool, I'll take her home. She jumped in the back, he took her home.
Yeah.
The next day, he woke up and he saw, oh, this girl left her jacket in the car. Something in the car.
Yeah.
So he went back to the house to go drop it off. He knocked on the door. He spoke, and this old lady came out. He was like, oh, I think your daughter left this in my car. She was like, my daughter? My daughter passed away a few years ago. So this man was like tripping. He couldn't believe it. He thought it was a prank. But then he found that this girl is actually, passed away. But he saw her. And he went mentally insane, and he drove himself off a cliff.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it said that this girl will do this, mentally torment you to the point where you take your own life.
That is
scary.
Intense.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's hectic. So basically, what happened, I was telling my friends about the story.
Yeah.
And while we were broken down on the highway, the lights in the bus just went off. I feel like the boys next to me peed their pants. That's how scared they got.
Timing was impeccable. My goodness. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Shame. Have you ever encountered another ghost though? So you wait. So
to answer your question,
yes.
I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe in ghosts. Okay.
It's a myth.
Okay. It is a myth. It is a myth.
I don't believe in such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's there to be, to add that scare, that horror, but I don't believe in it. Do you?
Partially. Yes.
Okay.
But where I was going with asking you if you like ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think ghosts are real.
Yeah.
Is that so? You say you go into you don't believe in immortality.
Yeah.
So, isn't being a ghost like being immortal? If you have not finished your business on Earth.
I mean, could you? If you're taking ghosts as they exist, right? Does a ghost have a body? Does it have, the features of a person per se?
What defines the features of a person?
If I had to come to you and touch you, you are real. You're not an inanimate object.
Yes.
You're not translucent. I'm using big words. You're not transparent, right?
Yeah.
I can actually see you. I can touch you.
Okay.
A ghost?
Okay.
With the knowledge we know, I don't think that's how it works.
Have you watched Rick and Morty?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I won't say this then. It's okay.
Why?
No, because if you haven't watched Rick and Morty, you won't understand.
Explain it to us then. Or is it too much in depth?
It's too in depth.
Too in depth. Okay.
Yes, you need to know it to be able to understand it.
Okay, no, I get you. But no, I don't believe in such, And tying back, with the whole AI thing, maybe AI can produce ghosts
Hey,
in the future.
Let's not talk about that. No.
Okay. Right. So you see how Albania was so brave to, move forward and say, I want to introduce AI more into our systems.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also many countries which are very behind and don't want AI at all, to a point where they're banning even small things like social media.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going with this.
But recently, Nepal put a ban on all social medias.
Yeah.
All, like Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, all banned completely. Certain streaming sites, they're blocking their country away from external applications, basically. So they don't get spied on, I think, per se.
That's so weird. But like, okay, I do really understand why there was also the pushback that the citizens were raising, and the burning of the houses and all of that stuff. Actually, do you know that the flag that they're using to symbolize this change is the One Piece flag? Right? Oh my god.
That's so sick. Yeah, so basically it was an uproar from like millennials and Gen Zers going against the government for taking away their amendments, their rights to certain things. It's basically like Avengers Civil War.
And you know what? I love that for them. If they're seeing something that they're not happy with, then yes, definitely fight for a change, because something like that is not right. In this day and age, it is vital that we as humans interact with people from all around the world. And social media has helped to bring all of us together. Meaning that I can speak to someone in Australia and it doesn't even take more than like 2 seconds to talk to them. And I feel like that is like crazy, because it's beautiful seeing how back in the old days, snail mail, sending a note, and then getting a note back 5 weeks later, maybe.
Yeah.
And now social media has helped to change and develop our society.
No, 100%. I get you on that, and it's kind of it makes you question what was the government's thought process behind, taking away social media as a whole. What was the end goal behind it?
They want to show control. They want control over every aspect, and that way they can basically make zombies. Because what they're basically doing is they're not allowing people to think outside of what they are currently in. So now they basically only have to do or can do what the government wants them to do. So
the zombies thing got to you. Hey? I can see that. I can see it got to you.
Yes, it did.
But I mean, it's kind of turning a capitalist known country, where there's democracy, into more of a communist society. I think that's basically, if you're going to implement that change, basically you're dictating how a person should live their life.
It is. And I think India also implemented.
India took away TikTok.
They took away TikTok.
And the reason being they took away TikTok is because of cyberbullying, right?
Oh.
There was, I don't want to get into too much detail. There was a girl that eventually, ended herself because of bullying. She was getting bullied for her videos, and that got to her mentally, and that created such a big uproar because I think she was a small child, 13 maybe.
Wow, that's actually crazy that a whole country would make that change, but just because of one person. But it is good in a way, because it shows that they care about the people that are in their society.
Exactly. In a way, it's benefiting, the society. They're looking after them.
Yes.
But it's not to the point where, obviously Nepal, where they're just taking everything away with no valid reasoning. What India did was more of, I'm looking for my younger generation's mental health. I want us to grow together as a society so that we can produce the best of the best, to grow the community.
Yeah. But that's beautiful to know. Yeah. That, people actually do care and they do want to make a change.
But I mean, does it have to really go to those extents? I mean, speaking about the whole Nepal ban, I mean, after 19 protesters eventually, succumbed to injuries and passed away, they lifted the ban.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, does it really have to go to a point where, lives have to be taken, injuries have to come? Why does circumstances need to be so fatal for there to be change?
Dude, because we live in a crazy society, and sometimes things don't always work out for us.
we live in a world where everything is about oneself.
Yes. Yeah. It's about the higher ups or the people that have power and are in power that get to make decisions for the rest of us.
It really shows the dystopian society we live in because, it shows the hierarchical changes that we do inevitably face. Sorry, I'm using very big words. I'm channeling my inner politician over here.
Okay, anyway, you know what? Dude, we were talking about the One Piece flag, which represented something amazing. And I have yet to watch One Piece. It is just so long. It is so daunting. And I do not feel like I have the time to watch it. But the new Demon Slayer movie recently came out, and I have been wanting to go watch this movie forever. I know that I could have pirated it or watched it on, our sites. But I didn't. I chose not to because I want to go into the cinema to watch it.
You want to know something cool? I watched it in the cinemas. Do you know what happened?
No. Hello. I just told you I have not watched the movie yet.
Give you some spoilers.
No,
right?
Thank you.
So, okay. I need to tell you something though, right? We get a special guest appearance.
Okay.
From Michael Jackson himself.
Of course we would get a special appearance from him.
Michael Jackson was moonwalking in the movie.
Really? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm so gullible sometimes. But I did hear that a lot of the movie was mainly stories of people's POVs of their lives.
I think that's the general structure of Demon Slayer as anime itself.
True.
It's you have the villain, you have the heroes, and then everything ties back to a backstory. I think if you look at past seasons and past fights, everything during a fight or a certain monologue, it ties back to someone's past.
Yeah.
And it's how it helps them go forward. But speaking about the movie itself, it was amazing.
Really?
It was so good.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Words can't describe it.
Demon Slayer has probably one of the best graphics that I've seen in a while.
Hands down, it has the best animations. Ufotable, nothing can compare to that. So, okay, here's some stats for you, right? The movie, they spent $20 million to produce the movie. In the weekend it got released, it made $300 million back.
Wow.
So imagine after one weekend, you're in a gross profit of $280 million.
That is insane. I would love to be one of those people that were working on the Demon Slayer.
Imagine the bonus you're going to get from that.
My lord. That sucks. For me.
Yeah. But it shows how big the anime community actually is.
Anime is a beautiful thing.
It is.
And everybody should try it out at least once in their lifetime because you don't know what you're missing out on. But don't start off with something like My Name or
Boku no Pico.
Boku no Pico. Oh. Orion.
Sorry.
Orion.
Cut that out. I'm joking.
Okay.
But yeah, Demon Slayer is a good one to start with.
Yes.
Oh, there's the top 3. You know what the top 3 anime
What's the top 3?
So, Naruto.
Yeah.
One Piece. And now, recently, Demon Slayer became...
I understand that.
It dethroned Bleach.
Really?
Yeah. It dethroned Bleach. So now Demon Slayer is part of the top 3.
Wow. Actually, you know what? That's amazing. I love that for them. Right. But me personally, I think Jujutsu Kaisen should be in the top. Personal opinion, but...
I need to watch it there.
Orion, you're telling me you haven't watched My Beautiful Blue-Eyed Babe?
I mean, I'm still stuck on season 1, episode 6. I think I watched it about 3 times and gotten bored.
Wow. You need to get past that phase. Just watch it, try it out, keep it going.
Do you know what my flop is, right? Because I've watched Demon Slayer and I know how good the animation is. When I look at the graphics of other anime, just it's such a downer.
So it's warped your reality of anime.
Basically.
That's so sad, Orion. Because not everything is going to be up to the same standard as Demon Slayer.
That's true.
But there are some really good plot lines and all of that.
It's fine, I think I'll just enter my domain expansion and, understand.
So you know domain expansion, but you haven't watched JJK.
Huh?
You know what domain expansion is, but you haven't watched JJK.
Yeah, I know who Gojo is.
Oh.
I know, I have knowledge. I just haven't gotten past.
Oh, so you don't want to watch him? That's what you're telling me. You don't like the blue eyes. Okay, it's okay, Orion.
Well, I like Nezuko-chan, so...
How many times are you gonna watch Demon Slayer?
I've watched it so many times, I can't even count. Hey, I watched the movie, and straight afterwards I wanted to rewatch it. That's how good it was.
Fair enough.
That's how good it was. But any anime recommendations?
Anime recommendations? Okay, so... when I first started watching anime, the first thing I watched was Blue Exorcist. And honestly, for me, that was a great starter show because it was enticing. There was like blood and gore. It was also very entrapping.
Yeah.
And it was nice watching it because you saw a different perspective. And then after that, I watched Seven Deadly Sins. Ooh. And oh my gosh, the new season was actually so tops. It was so good. But okay, if I were to recommend a show, I would say Seven Deadly Sins. Just because it's really cute and it does show the seven sins. Yeah. And yeah, I like that.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I also tried to start it, got bored. But anyways, I watched Haikyuu. That was my first ever anime. Yes. Right? If you're into like your sports and stuff, volleyball, that's a good anime. And I watched Tokyo Ghoul.
So actually, can I add something with anime? Yeah. So I mean Haikyuu, sorry. Haikyuu, okay. So
not the shoyo. yeah.
Kageyama. Anyway, sorry. So I do kendo, right? And as I was watching Haikyuu, I realized this is actually something that I can apply within myself, within kendo. Yeah. And it's really cool to think how you can have different realities, but they have like a similar idea behind them. Yeah. And this was beautiful for me to think about because the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, so this is how I should be thinking about like when I face my next opponent. And it's great to see, oh, people can actually get into this mindset. And for me now, I can start developing and building that mindset as a national team player.
I mean, if you look at the storyline as a whole, okay, without giving spoilers, it's basically that, struggle trope from beginner to making it up levels to, to that pinnacle point of what it could be, Exactly. But like, tying back into Demon Slayer, this movie came out. Now I need to wait 2 years until the next one comes out, And obviously I have this gap in between with fillers. What am I going to watch in between? But I don't want to just watch anime for the just, and make it like a rebound.
Have you watched? Oh my goodness.
Because, I mean, my main bay is Demon Slayer. The other ones are just going to be like a rebound to me.
That's not a great way of thinking of it, because then you'll never taste out the different flavors.
So what? Are you into using rebounds? Do you put an alley-oop and catch it back?
You know what?
Before going for the main dunk.
If a rebound helps, a rebound helps. Uh-huh. Because end of the day, right? Relationships are not meant to last. I mean, okay, we're not thinking about relationships. My bad. But things are not meant to last forever. Uh-huh. They're there for a season. Yeah. And then you move on, just like with friends. Uh-huh. They're there for a season to teach you something, and then you move on and make new friends.
So you're saying that your life partner is just there for a season and then you leave them and go for your next life partner?
No, you're not going for your next life partner. You're going to feel you again, to become normal again.
So you're saying that that person that could be potentially be your eternity will make you not you and make you want to find someone else?
No. Hold on. Hear me out.
I'm holding it.
What I'm saying is that in order to move on from the person that you once truly loved and once spent as much time as you could with them, you need to fill your time with something else for a little while and basically wean yourself off it. Because it's not easy to go from being in a long-term relationship to single the next day and not talking to this person and all of that, especially if they were a very big part of your life, basically like your world.
Okay, but wouldn't you say self-healing is more important than finding that validation and reassurance from someone else just to
Yes,
fill in a gap that can't be filled immediately?
yes and no. So
Why?
like for me, right, I've pretty much been single since my long distance relationship, right?
So how long have you been single?
I've been single for about, I think it's a year and a little bit more now.
Okay.
Because my birthday was in May.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's like a little bit more than a year now. And honestly, going on this journey alone has been enlightening. But unfortunately,
Mhm.
I've also realized that I've gotten very set and happy in being single.
Yeah.
So I'm realizing as I'm talking to guys that I don't know, it's out of my routine now and I don't really want to do it,
Yeah.
right? I don't know, it's really strange.
I mean, if I look at the perspective of being the rebound, because I've been a rebound before, it's not fun because you're basically given a false sense of security and validation that it's there for a while, but once the person feels like, okay, I've gotten to a point where I've healed enough and I can move on, they just get rid of you. Then where does this leave you, where you've given your heart and soul to another person just for them to have used you and go on to the next? Do you think that's fair on the person you're rebounding?
It's not fair on the person that you're rebounding. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well stipulate this is probably a rebound. Because if you're gonna do it, be upfront about it.
Would you like someone to tell you you're a rebound?
I wouldn't like it, no.
So then how can you say, let's stipulate that this is a rebound situation? If you make your intentions clear, like, look, I'm not looking for a relationship, we can be friends, sure. But if you're not going in with that intention and you're just gonna string them along, what's the point? Food for thought?
I can't comment on this right now because honestly, currently, very similar situation is happening at the moment.
Ooh, story time.
No, not story time.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay.
We'll go into it a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to this guy, and so he and I started as friends.
Yeah.
And I don't see like much of like a relationship with him. And as time was going, I was like, wow, this guy is getting like attractive. Like there have been instances where I look at him and he's a little bit more attractive. But then I realized that as we're talking, I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's emotions as of yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm still currently figuring out myself and I'm developing myself to be able to be in a relationship eventually. But I do want a friend that can just be, platonic and not have high expectations of a relationship.
So basically you're saying like you want a friendship, that could be certain, like at certain moments flirtatious.
Yes.
But nothing with the intention of it can progress.
Yes.
I mean, if it's coming from both ends and it's understood from both ends, I can get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, some friends kiss.
Okay, dude. What what is your take on that?
On what?
Friends kissing.
Friends kissing?
Yes or no?
It depends. It genuinely depends. But
True.
I feel if two people kiss, you can't have that expectation of it's gonna be the same.
Yes, of course.
It's like a soul tie. It's the soul tie. Once you
it's not a soul tie.
No, I said it's like. Listen to me. Right? It's like a soul tie.
Because a soul tie and...
Hear me out, right?
Okay.
Once you do something with someone, you won't forget it. Right?
Yes.
And the odds of you wanting to try and kiss a friend again with that same person is likely, no?
Yes.
So then, eventually over time, if this likeliness increases, then what?
You need to be in the same mindset, bro.
But not everyone is.
I know.
It's the same thing with like a rebound or like a FWB, friend with benefits.
Yeah.
How often can you say, look, this is going to be platonic without someone eventually getting feelings?
Ryan, don't ask me such questions.
I feel like I hit home there.
Don't ask me such questions.
Actually, this is such a good talking point. Guys, what is your opinion? Put it in the comment section, genuinely. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know, like, what is your opinion on rebounds and can friends kiss?
Can friends kiss?
I think that's a good question point. Oh, what's your perspective?
My perspective is, okay, I can't, I don't know how to explain this, but yes.
Uh-huh.
I feel like friends can kiss.
Yeah.
Because it's normal. Well, it's not normal, but like it is normal. I don't know, okay?
Would you do it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so. I don't think I would do it, but I'm okay with other people doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't get behind it, but sure. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But obviously there'll be some sort of like friendship relationship created between the two of you, whatever it may be, right?
A bond is a bond.
Right? Yes, a bond is a bond that has been subdued with a kiss. Right, next. If the relationship, obviously you guys will be attached in a certain way. What sort of attachment style would you say you'd have with that person?
So lately, really bad. I don't even text my friends very often. It's terrible.
Yeah.
My friends will send me a message. I'll see the message. I'll reply. But then if it's like past like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
I don't know. My phone doesn't exist. I'm spending time with my family, doing work. Yeah. I don't even know. So like people need to be okay with understanding. Like my friends understand that that's who I am.
Yeah.
Because on campus, we're talking, we're doing all of our stuff, but they also know that when I get home, I sometimes just don't even want to be on my phone.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm an avoidant attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're an avoidant. I can get behind that because also if you look at my WhatsApp, the amount of unread chats I have is very bad. Like I just mice people and it's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal.
It's just I don't want to speak to anyone,
Like at this time, we have busy lives, very busy lives. And yes, they could be busier, whatever. But right now for us, it's busy. But like the things that are important, I will respond to. Like say for instance, it's a sensei of mine.
Oh, you're gonna say senpai.
No, senpai because I'm a senpai. I'm a senpai because I'm not yet a sensei. In kendo, be for real.
I never said anything.
I can see what you're thinking in your brain, Orion. Anyway.
Alright.
If like my sensei messages me and tells me, Aura, this, and that, I'll message them back. I'll be like, okay, got you.
Yeah.
Or if it's like my parents, message you back immediately.
Yeah.
But if like it's not something that needs my like urgent attention, then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll respond tomorrow. I'll respond tomorrow, but then eventually I forget that I need to respond tomorrow.
Down. Now I get you. And like you said, okay, avoidant is one type, but I also see people that have anxious attachment styles, especially in relationships,
Yes.
There'll be people where, let's say we won't speak for 10 minutes in a day.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I missed you so much, You don't have your independent life.
Or they just flip out.
Yeah, exactly. They crash out.
Yeah.
So it's like the attachment style of you don't really have your own personality because your personality has become them.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I feel like there's some existential.
Yes, there's an existential crisis going on right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It's very similar to what you just said.
I feel like
I don't know. It's okay.
I need to tell you something, right?
Tell me something.
Best piece of advice I can give you, right? Tough guys never last.
Tough guys never last.
Tough times never last. Only tough guys do. Only you got this.
Oh, so you're telling me I'm a tough guy? Haha, thank you.
Macho.
Lex,
yes. No, but like it happens, Over time, it'll get better. Once you identify truly what you want, you can decipher if this person is right for me or not, and from there, you can go forward.
Yeah, and thing is, I like taking time when making decisions now.
Yeah,
because I've become accustomed to that. I'll like ponder over something for minimum a week.
Yeah,
and then I'll be like, okay, yeah. But sometimes I do impulsively be like,
just
texting
text.
them.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean, are you a double texter?
Dude, what is that question? Like, yes, I'm a double texter. I don't think in one sentence.
No. So what I mean is, let's say it's 1 p.m. You'll send a message. You see they don't respond after 2 hours. Will you message again?
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
So you're a double texter.
Okay, if I'm like really like I really want to talk to this person, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I messaged you at 1. You probably didn't see that or feel that vibration message.
Oh, okay.
So then I'll just message you again. If you see the message, you see it. But then if you don't, you don't.
So would you not call that a bit of an anxious attachment? Because you're thinking for them, not thinking for yourself.
No. Okay, wait. Let me explain myself.
Fatality.
Let me explain myself. Sometimes I have more than one thought in a day. Okay. So if I'm thinking, oh wow, I really want this person to make me pasta when I get home. I'll message them. I want pasta. And then later I realize, oh wait, I don't want pasta. I want McDonald's. I'll message them again.
But that's in a different context.
No,
that's a completely different context. I can also message that to my mom per se.
Oh, okay. If we're talking about
specifically into a person of interest that you're talking to in terms of a relationship,
and we're not dating yet.
Dating or not, this interest is with this other person.
No, I expect my person to respond to me whenever they can.
So you wouldn't double text?
I wouldn't double text to get their attention.
Okay.
I think that was where I was trying to go because there's 2 different lines here.
Do you know the story of Pinocchio?
No, alright. Don't know the story of Pinocchio.
No, I get you though. With my previous relationship, I rushed into things. I went from someone I was deeply in love with to this person really quickly, and I didn't understand that I wasn't ready for a relationship, so I was like learning on the fly. And now with my current situation, am I single? Am I not? And no one will know. Hey, Kavi, but like, I took my time with everything. I took time for myself. I took time to heal.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to think more clearly about everything and what I want, what I expect, and what I should do.
Exactly.
And it's more about living an independent life.
It is about living. It is 2 people coexisting but living independently.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're there for each other when you have downtime. Mm-hmm. But if you're not like with each other, it's okay. As well because we have separate lives. Yeah.
No, 100%. And talking about what we want currently, what we're looking for in your ideal situation or ideal world, what is your timeline for yourself? When would you want to find your person? When would you want to settle down, get married, have kids? Right now, as it is.
As it is. So, I would probably, depending on the person, right? Depending on where I am in the world as well, specifically. Mm-hmm. So let's say, for example, I would like to be married by at least 27.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Because that's a good age because I have a lot of time to live and figure myself out. And if I'm dating somebody in that time, it will happen that we would probably get married. But if like I'm not talking to somebody, I'm not going to push to get married at 27.
Yeah.
And then
So also married for me 27 and then when would you say kids?
Kids, dude. Honestly,
I know obviously it's the last thing on your mind.
It is the last thing on my mind.
If you had to give an ideal age
But my biological clock is ticking. And personally, I know that after 30, there are a lot more complications within pregnancy that can happen because you're over a certain age now.
Yeah.
And maximum age I would want to get pregnant would be 35.
Mm-hmm.
But youngest I would say 30. Yeah, because I don't think I want kids that early, especially because I really love traveling and I don't want to travel with a child yet.
Same, literally my structure is for my 20s. I want to travel the world. I don't want to have, that other extra responsibility as yet. So obviously I'll travel by myself with my person, come 27 years, I want to get married to my person. Come 30, that's when I say, okay, look, I'm in my 30s now, I want to have kids. And I don't want to be left with the situation where I have kids too late and I'm like, okay, but now my kids are going to have older parents, you know?
Yeah.
We're not going to be as cool, you know? We're not going to be certain
you're going to be way more cool because...
But I think there's an age, because I remember I had a friend, you know, in primary school. He was my age, 13, and his parents were in their 50s, late 50s.
And what's wrong with that?
It kind of reduces your exposure to the world in a way, because of mentality. A younger parent, not very young, but like 30s, you still kind of modernized to what the world is around you. You know, if you look a bit older, you're not so accustomed to technology so much. I don't know if this is like a bad stereotype or what, but that's just my take on it.
So actually, the people that I work for, they had kids a little bit later on in life.
Yeah.
And so their kids are very young and they're, you know, relatively older.
Mm-hmm.
And because they've had that time to grow and develop and do all of the fun stuff, they do have more of an understanding of like what's going on nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, maybe when they're teenagers, like you can see the mentality difference. But as kids and parents at this stage, I don't feel like it's too big of a gap. Yeah.
No, I get that 100%. And I mean, I want to be that parent that doesn't suffer from too many back problems when he's a child.
You're Indian, dude.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, is there something I don't know? How am I? Is there something I don't know?
You'll get to know next episode.
Next episode?
Next episode.
Sounds like a plan to me. Alrighty. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below and answer our question, you know, do friends kiss?
Yeah. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Go insane either way, baby, we could go all night.